Right, every we be akwa the about sports arena so bra so say etan kunya so na de agudie mu nsem de bro na bibia etumi ekoye ho no mhye no so yatena si aqua blue mineral water na so yasen saso na wutimi say yes MYBET.AFRICA aso yasen din a eri dwumadie no ye de bro me din the list wo obete Vincent Kasaso na Benedict obete nenka ewo show ne so shense show e twagu ewo DJ Kwaku Slim DJ Kwaku Slim o Facebook uko Facebook sisia show no live bomode na join ye se na be ya de agudi mu nsam na betumi de aden de abro na bibia so na atumi akoye join na share show no na fa comment fa to ase na yen reading fama na bibia akoye sa so na uko YouTube so MYBET.AFRICA TV MYBET.AFRICA TV na MYBET radio MYBET online radio no so no ho obeti en kana bibia so no atumi akoye enra ye Rangers o Masabruta Rangers ene Dundee FC Rangers obi a wotumi she Celtic o she Celtic wie no efi ho ontumi win match na ndra na memi hu say wanhwe a no ma ontumi an win iti na me call to score 2 so ko do mo she 2 na nka o mo board draw kra na but 1-1 and no boy a me de no mo kate but still Benedict and a boy Benedict and a boy e wo no man tu utwa ya we diska utwa ya why then we diska ma catch you say ya sha sese no anye den ya ede bia ye mu de ba ko ye den ebebo na oso wa first kana bibia tumi aden bibia tumi akoyi e wo honom ni nyina no udi a MYBET etua kama ema bibia ye den ekoyi eno amatisa wodo no ye da etudwa matisa wodo no ye da etudwa na Super Cup ba kutudwa Real Madrid ene Mallorca ene de boani na Mallorca fo no obeka Real Madrid this season league no omone Mallorca fo no boy e wo fie Benabao ma ekoye 1-1 Madrid ne di kan share ena Abrante friend Morigi heade ba ku edi tumu ma che say yes ekoye 1-1 ho nti yes Madrid ne omo bo 1-1 Rodrigo ena share 30 minutes na Morigi 53rd minute oye den otika no omo bo 1-1 efi wono so no Madrid ni omo bo aya na 1-0 ni ade na omo ni Madrid bo bie mu ye den pa emutumi ye den pa na Abrante ba ko efe no Pablo Matthew
Vincent yeah bidi
enra akwa ne nyem enie bia oye no na no den pa ye di mu nsem ani mu nchiremu beba ukọ Twitter so a Abrante be bia o trende a utimi say yes adaje eni poso obiza say Abrante no den pot boni ben oye ya enei utimi say yes enyama ankoyi kan say oye right back our Man City pen aya Abrante fe no Pablo Matthew wa Man City pen na one Abrante ye friend Vinicius Junior utimi say yes na nye easy ye de emu nchiremu be de ebeba na bibia atumi akoyi saso ana utimi say yes Everton any Peterborough match no and also you know coach your friend Ferguson your friend Darren Ferguson 52-year-old Scott international ono any coach Peterborough na Shannon say Peterborough Abrante bi si akan ho no my friend Tyler Young yi Ashley Young ba 18 years Now the thing say ultimately the last time I see akan edema Peterborough no ebra na EFL trophy na Osiakan edema Peterborough omu win 2-0 omu ne Stevenage and a boy everyone on the bench, not in a squad, sa ABC Endra. So he's a player oka a year Peterborough team nimu. Nendo mo freno not in a squad, nendo mo de ne kan squad down. Na enche na obeka ya. Oko basketball mu a history bia da akoso. History akoso ne say LeBron James ene ne ba a feature in a year NBA game, competitive game this season. Ama kwa history da ho. Na no na football mo pese omo repeating the same thing. Na brother e friend Taylor Young yi. Ne papa and e friend Ashley Young. Na ne papa Ashley Young no. Match no course no on the 73rd minute. Ena yede ne bam. Obeyi abrante e friend Patterson. Na amafo dodo na hwe ni mu se anka papa ye frɛ no Darren Ferguson ade abrante ye frɛ no Taylor Young bebam naka almost ma create a history coach no 5 changes ebra one fa Ashley Young ne bana mbema history dent me ayen amba na no Ashley Young abe react a lot of people are reacting. Football fans amafo be bra kire o madwen ye be hwe na ye de emu adwenkyere ba hye no se Everton for she Peterborough for no 2-0 ho no ma eno ene de wo a ye de nkyiremu no me den ebe ba na so hu de ekone de eba hye no se enei why never sports minister amafo be bra ya kire o madwen amafo be bra ya den actual madwen say why and eba be sports minister ti ye be hwe na ye dwell in na ye the list no e de ababeto say ye de ababeto say possibility say why ne betima ababe sports minister because in the coming days it is likely say President John Mahama ebe yi new president na bibia timi akoye na before ye be wura mu no mamenje abedwafo mamenche abedwafo na fi memo makwaba na yenhye dwumade na se awe afọ memo makwaba
isto rejo so
bibia e kama de
bia e kama
no games no mu ni say no games ne wo hwe ye before ye be substantive nim say ene Friday so ye be wura ene os na de be ma ifon then yakọ weekends nim so what I say na fe ye de no so de aba ye be comatis nim na adenti ye ni kan hwe 2 stories we o hwe Matthew Pablo Matthew and Orecho Amani akaza say it appears anytime you meshia bia this is what he does. He tries say obetima get into the head of Brante Efeno Vinicius Junior and Endra don't say enough is enough na young player Efena Sensu defender HRS no on obe standing up to Abrante ma even no pon game ne kra no ultimate say Jude Bellingham party na pampam after the game ultimate say obo dirty game any ade Endra game no one so trendy what have you gathered near there and why is it doing that she say oye yini Catalonia ni wabo Girona so pen any ade wabo Man City pen intino no then as young so no mami enti
okay. I think with Matthew issue now o kan wa sem I think say players na ba be hu say Vinicius aba be me mfa say a figure bia obia pe news especially bad news about Vinicius inti hu omo game against Valencia ade okoye we goalkeeper na any or every too much ban there La Liga mo so aba be target we game in game out na say players ni bebre per se omo get to the bad side of Vinicius and na time bia ye ka say Vinicius a player bia e ba talent na owo but ade ba ko on the side mboano more of he reacting to things going on the field I name him say Indra he did well, but one thing they say, we play a son, they will try to push you because on him say maybe his talent cannot get him the headlines any open. Send your worker say he Twitter is based on say he wants to ride on Vinicius. Now with me they do, but it's something as a player no. Vinicius person do the peak. Even as a black player, those are now near label players be so, oh, this one is a black player, won't mean do this level of football. But he's trying his best. At the back where so the count is trying to calm down in situations. I name himself with situations saying a but as a player and how mature you are, your level of your friend is saying your sportsmanship in games like this. I think in the course on the and yeah idea we your best support. I think La Liga and some do FM, especially the Spanish Federation. In Nyama say these are times some team stand out and then more about say bobo near who banners any if anything stadium we're going out say no to racism, say no to say there be, but it needs to be in effect. Some we take that stand in Nyama and with Ashley Young and so any banner. I think it was sad saying to me because before the FA Cup draw on the buy now, you say on any banny bit Michiano. There were rumors. I think Ashley Young crab posties on any banny. They were bloggers, even top journalists. They were all expecting say BBC bit Messi. But sometimes a football maybe in the banny performance is on your day and so any coach in so say he's going into a game. Everton upper mom coach. So there are a bit of difficulties with Team Numa he's trying to take advantage of, but no be at least in Kobet some minutes we need to me who history happened. I think apart from that, maybe me name say bit me who something similar to this I share because there've been rumors about Ronaldo Akase or person in the band Bobo and Sana were going to retirement. So maybe it's actually young day in Timambaswa. We'll see other times we'll see players.
One Cristiano Ronaldo
also on in the banner. So Bobo album. Ne bani say ni dream is on any papa Bobo album and son ni papa encore retirement into ye say be actually young day into man be maybe or mobet minds amines LeBron James Moody who that historical moment I see what NBA.
Right, Vincent.
Yeah, this too. I think Enra it was a needed victory in Madrid. And when they can say the Spanish Federation on the plan sending the Supercopa de España to Saudi was just to get an El Clasico final because the money involved moving this tournament the semi-final to Saudi and I think say money driven and then Ramebeka has said despite the fact that Barcelona drew final they knew say either one of Barca and Real Madrid one of them would be in the final and these two teams and the biggest clubs arguably two biggest clubs in the world, so obviously no more expect to say either two of them or one of them might even make it to the final. And see, listen, Washa Vinicius Junior Seven. It's not as if say Vinicius has been the target always. You need him say they are football. On say listen, in the game of sports and mentality and psychology it play a major role, and sometimes even emotions it play a major role. I remember some of us it's just an area boy who said Zidane a copy mobi. Then a Zidane identity copy him yes Italy player. It was because of emotions name sema akwane catch Zidane and a Zidane lose the cool. So in football and I say in the game of playing a lot of things happens, especially in Ghana here, boys will be bobo defender be also striker so ndo bobo or not share titia defenders nanso senebia we be lose concentration obia ye name they go constant ne dark arts or no bobo no share before or no be come 2-3 times boys e book him na so the next time I would never go 50-50. We don't want to commit any blunder be na any mistake be ebema wo team ho ache no. And Vinicius Junior since obai no ye name say the Brazil for ne I mean a country or more border skills or chua no say Neymar ye bisa ma got to a time na Neymar ye jan war Spain. But you see you compare Neymar to Vinicius Junior. Neymar no no ochwa ono nkasa o ochwa no osino bedroom se bi odi diagro watchwa o de ball ne be kono na wasan so de ball na yede asan so aba akire as a person sounds right now sounds review. That was what annoying a lot of the defenders in the Spanish league as a master. We are playing the game. Remember me dim him by in Vinicius there no. Or take you on. No chua. They know sounds so he is that player. Also he tries it, he will get into the minds of the opponent or betchium. Suppose anytime be Vinicius chua no kasa no more the next time. Or Jibo now baswa they now will shake it. And you see, the moment we player be fine. You see, Diego Costa, whenever he was doing that, there were other tough defenders. Who ne planning na the omo ye bia no mo fan because you say oh player with the not here. And the moment that defender be who strategy wait me their mount with strategy now you know. Now more frustrated. See that was when anytime don't say Diego Costa bad Chelsea. Lots of the times no OG cards because that was on or trial name far. No den tokwa any never be billionaire there ebemu and Vinicius Junior there no in as much as on our find strategy how a man born also or emotional the mentality because of Serbia or black no sa racist I'm a chance now supporters the opponent teams demand so sometimes or no bobo na say also one kakebia no lose ni cool then either he will hit you or he will do something everyone lose uku. So Ubeka and the La Liga this season, this week over the weekend on the red card, and it has been something that people know that this is a player who frustrating either he will be booked and now say Obama ne emotions about ultimately end game. So I mean it is something that every defender in him so yes I do yeah you bet me about so the Madrid players no. Any mafio kono anaso money party that is not the issue. They should try and help their teammates to overcome those emotions. So bit my cycle say if open say unfair jashishe and she ubia you have to make sure that also the journey be sure or extinguisher now or equipment be everything do majana e de beba so no as simple as that. And Vinicius Junior has to let Antonio Rudiger how about the ball obo frustrate you no team no the two ball no tiao but yes still you how or not Atlanta shade no the Ademola Lookman or yeah na Lookman is say Lookman who said this is how this guy is because who TV so Rudiger they are not here so the moment I'll be pay attention when I roll with him no that will be the end for you. So with me I think that Vinicius Junior how I mean the attacks any treatment from the opponent defenders no or no one first animal band because I don't see Kylian Mbappe and Mohamed Salah and Rodrigo Mboba you better target no but because when our friend attention amount on our just target amount so you have to make sure that whatever the outcome whatever the blockage you can be able with me I find any ways and means that with me penetrating through animal so that is maybe view on that thing. And you see, actually, it is something that the FA tried say and commit me accomplishes our history. No, Obeka the moment first Chaneba out say Petersburg for no Borough for the name Everton they started the agenda and prior to that they did an interview. More proud or more broadcasting partner Sky Sports interview. Ashley Young echo interview in the Bano did some mini documentary by out and prior to the game if Ashley Young ban he wasn't getting collapse in the match day squad not say a friend in this squad also who say it was a deliberate attempt say they should let the boy play now me make it that history no and you see after the game everybody was disappointed. Ashley Young get commenting so I mean he's gutted Everton supporters journalists no be Bisako the coach felt that at the moment no Ashley Young one starting game no he came in the 73rd minute and at that time now okay at that time now Ashley Young it was just 1-0 then the coach felt like say bia na Petersburg for no meet me Arabe Tikano and it's clear say Ashilong Bano a player the coach likes and the coach feels a bit put any input so the coach was thinking about getting the results from that game no more boy, you know. And I mean it's quite unfortunate say Sanya no ends me happen upon the plans, whatever the EFL for no near F for in a year. I remember in himself teams in never bobo no mobile bishia omo team A it's free in the bus man no kwakora in the dressing room we see no kwakora in the dressing room, but I mean they did an attempt say I show the banning no a benefit from the tunnel about pack our beji fans, and all these things were planned. But I mean it's quite unfortunate say or then the banner me ambo yeah, it was something that he was looking up to say at least then the banner a bit me about game will be in the archives history, they will take photos, but I mean after all it is something that it couldn't happen, and we are hoping say a bit me nyasa history no in the history of association football. I mean it's nice say we be a father and a son sharing the pitch I mean together, but I mean it's quite disappointing say the coach couldn't let that history I mean happen.
Okay, right. As I say, Oko a year amount for a year very desperate. You know, people want to see who is the next sports minister. A lot of things going on, a lot of lobbying. People are lobbying. Amount for almost person sports minister. What means yes. Yeah, now yeah, sports arena team. Yeah, to me every room at the list of people are him say likely possibility say to me bako anam you know to me about sports minister no. Yes, nti ebetimi realism na me bisa say abuja for monti bi o ba bia
me the dini there mama one say dini there is one name at least to everybody is suspecting say he will come back Ura Van der Poel. That is the name and then I'm from I mean apart from saying from people are expecting say at least they should appoint me, but
do you genuinely think say or no be to me and what people want?
Oh yeah also me kaba say also kubisa say matiti dini bi, and I'm saying say that is the only name so far matiti say people are saying most of the time so omfama no okay. And it looks like he say or no be obinya, but me to me I feel like he with the experience no if you're the manner obetimi abua.
Okay,
and I know that whoever President Mahama choose, you know, he knows that he's competent enough to do the job. And I mean, even if he comes, anytime they list to make us say, Ubio a leader, listo. If the leader is going to be a good person, Nipana, Omudidi Nechino, ni vice, ni nkofo no management. These are people that ometi me abua maede, ne mani na go through amomuye. So if they are going to appoint someone as the sports minister, the people following him, no, they should also make sure that they are going to help him. So we made the whoever pay for the bay meeting, because I think that it's something that sports sector be very big. And since the sports sector and President Mahama him say Oba, I think about for sports sector is something that will be taken into consideration very well. So obe consultations, so we be sending power. So I know that the moment and Nadine everybody should be somebody I believe say he's competent enough. But I mean, we've seen some of the young people, the football industry, even with their 2-3 years on Ghana football in Ghana Premier League, we saw more expertise. Some of the young people are more football, the business side or more across Ghana, any European. So maybe I have 3 names. If these 3 people appointment, and if they are going to be in the committee form, so whoever President Mahama will appoint, 1 Nana Amponsa, 2 Kwame Stuttgart, who have known for some time now. I mean, he's also into the politics or winning election. He's been in the football ecosystem for a very long time. And Ura Van der Poel. These are 3 people I feel like one of them deserve to be there. And I say, even if you choose any other person, these 3 people should be somehow close to the sports ministry sector.
Okay. Right.
Listo, I think says baby in football need do no. And I baby in sports in general Ghana hey do no. Enyama ajiji egu. Intino for me say be I make say oh I'm expecting this person or I'm expecting this person and I'm a boy. I think they should just get someone in who can revive things because you see baby anyama do no. Yen pese san echibium. Indra e kan ha say your next qualifiers a World Cup qualifiers so there are a lot of things who raise concerns about sending a big groomy young talent so I think we need someone who is ready to take the sports sector no, as is like maybe property and try and make the best out of it. And I think said there are people there who can select good people for us and make sure we have somebody who would come in because sports sector no ye can't enyama ekoswa. I think say an abino concern be energy sector because there are a lot of things going on there e can enyama be but sports nso ya de ba ko ase etimi ehemu kinane enyama ye ya e me nigye ne ahotoba Ghana ye pa because yenim say yen sports ni yen football in generally ko ya e de nyama bebrebe eboa ema kro ni kra ekoso so I think they should just select a good person who would come and help nipa ni begina mu ama FNI nso atoto omo nyama yi odene 9BC fam na FNI ntimi empe kwan enso enwewura baby a ede ono nso beto asemu body 9BC fam ama sports in general na bekoyi ama in the next 4 years I hwe ni na yebetima ka say in sports sector na under President John Mahama ni sports sector nitimi revive ni ho anyama etima totoyi
right eti mabeja for so dia o makafa sports minister na me de mani atuto fam no yehwem no omo metima ka so me front runners if we go through the crystal ball this is what we see. It is possible say bia obeyi obi a omunka list we ho what I say yes. But then we are looking through the crystal ball and anticipating and as trying to figure out who will likely get the opportunity to serve as the sports minister for Ghana. And the person I best selecting is very crucial because one, there will not be any sporting activity especially the first year like this. But then be blasters na be football so yeah. Somebody won him dia obetumi ama anyama tumi akoye no and you look up to say obetumi aye first on the list Benunu Mensah. Benunu Mensah
is it former LOC boss?
There be still on yeah.
Sure
Ghana Olympic Committee Ghana Olympic Committee boss
yeah.
Benunu Mensah one person ni dini na mframam se wan hwe a obetumi aden obetumi awini. Benunu Mensah has been around for some time now yeah. Or serve I think in the second term as Ghana Olympic Committee president Ghana. I think a lot of people him no say he's been around for some time near there. The second person on my list Yao Ampofu Ankra onse na ebi mu ka se ne brand honorable Vice Free Ankra ti Yao Ampofu Ankra so matise ni dini na sini mu enti mu meche na nso enti oye
soccer president
yes be soccer there be o onye president say o no say omo de abehye GF ni mu first na share GF no na president say ono ye be soccer committee chairman
okay
eti oye juma BBC is a renowned broadcaster in Ghana sports journalism no wache papa uko IMAS media ono na ye head of sports former captain of the Blasters, Steven Tornado Appiah. I think the name.
Phones are calling.
Yes, wabo a year House of Folk, wabo Brescia, wabo Fenerbahce, wabo Vojvodina, wabo Parma, wabo Juventus, and he is the first captain of the Blasters that qualify for the World Cup. And he also Eddie Eninam from him say likely say obetumi a sports minister.
Wow.
The next person former Southton MP Honorable Kobe Woyomi. He was a ranking member on youth and sports for the last 8 years. And in terms of in and out of our sports, Honorable Kobe Woyomi. A lot of revelations are every African games in the mobile. He was the one who was giving the public the authentic formation near there. He was part of the committee and they almost receive Save Ghana Football demonstration petition on the coin.
Yeah.
Or no receive and they almost so I think that they couldn't finish their job, and he has spoken about it, saying he hopes that the next committee will finish it up and give it to the Speaker of Parliament. The next person Adam Bana. I think we're a board member at the Young Apostles. Adam Bana Ketu saying Ketu North and Ketu North member of Parliament. I think he's one of the youngest MPs the 9th Parliament. Adam Bana so edi ewoma and also no my attitude one from him say likely say obetumi aden obetumi enya. The next person is Joseph Yamin ono aye deputy sports minister pen.
Yeah.
Ashanti region and so no I think ono ye organizer, national organizer the National Democratic Congress NDC. Joseph Yamin and so a candidate for a year sports ministry honor. Papa ye feno tre dia a Stuttgart.
Yeah.
Ono na ye oko Brekum West. Ono na ye MP, member of Parliament, elected member of Parliament. He was a year chairman for sports on a year committee, manifesto committee of John Dramani Mahama for 2020 and 2024.
Nice one.
It ono now chairman rolling out sports policy in the manifesto no. So sports minister
yes,
because he's been trusted for that position on 2 separate occasions, in 2020 and in
8 years.
Yes, in 2020 and in 2024.
Okay, so 4 years.
Papa Yefeno Sadiq Adams Sports Obama. Sadiq Adams Sports Obama. Edi Eninanamu. I've seen a lot of NDC grassroots huti for Sadiq Adams Sports Obama or sports journalist, award-winning sports journalist GJA swag Utimunse Wajiji awards both locally and internationally. He's a broadcast journalist and currently the morning show host for ABN. So he's also in contention. The next person Nanayaw Amponsa. Nanayaw Amponsa a club owner in Europe, Sparta Sportif, and he is the club president and owner of that club in Moldova. Oma qualify Kwakobo Championship, hoping that he will qualify for Europe. Or a former Fire Rangers owner Mobeya Asante Kotoko chief executive officer and Obia enim a year who Nane Amponsa is. Or no, he's also in contention. And the last person on the list, Honorable Neelante van der Poel. He was a sports minister, time NDC co-position. He was the sports minister under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Inti Honorable Neelante van der Poel. So Adam Bana, Joseph Yami, Nana Amponsa, Tredua, Stuttgart. Neelante van der Poel, Kobe Woyome, Stephen Appiah, Sadiq Adams, Benunu Mensah, Yampo for Ankara. These are the list and Ababeto Abontia and shenimu. Na Omumu Bia Yadebemani Bian. The most important thing is Obeba no Wabe implemented the only person now Obeba implemented the right policies are and ebema football afan into my payade at the EFRA. That is what we are looking for. You can bring the most competent, but oba the decisions will be taken, will be compromised, and we will not get the quality that we want. So we are hoping say in the coming days, listen about the adventure then ebeba ewo na fe yehu de eko ene de eba. So this is editorial no what we've gathered and what we are giving to our viewers. Iti for listening na media to Jana Mohune saying does it capture the kind of people are more sure anymore so meet me aba and they in a surprise.
Okay, so share listening there. I think Obibia Boni Dimbia some way somehow deserves the opportunity to lead the sports way sector, because I think Obibia has had a contribution in Ghana sports in some kind, in some way. It will be more hard if we've known that they've led demonstrations about things our sports are going on. But as I said earlier, and I think we need the right person. We, in a way, can't say we shouldn't make another mistake, but we need a person to lead us now. We can now pick our sports from baby Aqua Kuduno, Aqua Baby Fufro, because we don't want to enter into a new year, a new presidency. Then Yebebo qualifies now for the stadium approval, and then Yaman Kitin Ghana as a sports nation. In Kenya, say, and head the crowd. There are people there, they've served the country very well too. That's our boss Stephen Appiah. He has served the country very well. Yentin who said he was trying to even associate himself with any of the political parties and a whole lot of things. But I think everybody on there, it deserves to be the sports minister. If though they can really implement Nyamo Mache through their times in the sports sector, say Umbetimi say the Showmans they will be able to do the best for Ghana. We are all looking for the best. Say Nipa Education and Obetimaba are working with all the federations now so to put in the best na Ghana football and na Ghana sports in general.
Right.
Listo. I think say before I mention list, not me born Nipa me sending and almost doing or listening, but I think maybe a change more the list I was born here. The fact that Kwabenchi to got the sports policy President John Mahama manifesto here. The sports policy will be or boa or trade BBI year name paying for Kikane boom no. If say about Bemuna say a pobia manabelidi the sports sector. I think that he's also a person who is capable of leading the affairs of our sector, because in as much as whatever this government wants to do in the next 4 years, policy no. He was the man in charge.
Yeah.
So if you want someone to steer the affairs of the sports sector, he says even if he's not going to be the person who is going to spearhead the agenda, he should be a person who is going to be an integral part of whatever they want to do. So with me, listen, boy, and all these people have their history. Jimo Obiaye, Benunu Mensah, I mean, for all these years, serving as the Olympics committee chairman, Jan Pofuankra, Sadiq Adams Obama. We've seen the work he's been doing for Ghana sports, winning the sports journalist of the year. Jan Pofuankra, the job they've been doing for Ghana in sports sectors. And then you see, one thing I'm happy is that let's now boy. And so we know football people, obi Olympics, obi
Ghana Olympic Committee.
Yes, different.
Yeah.
I mean, sector in the sports industry, and I think that names na bano, obia ebelidia. I think that with the support, any policy na this government say, oh okay, this is your roadmap because list to say even if the president Mama na case or no be sports minister cry. If they don't have the plan, the blueprinter, whoever is going to be the sports minister will fail. So the plan together and say, right now, you say you my Ghana sports ni. This is the agenda. Okay, let's put things in place in terms of football. Right now, Yakwesi. Let's start sending Algeria and Morocco for the year. Yempeska yenye sa plan bi. So you be put your ability in terms of the sport because you bad infrastructure at least too. For the past 8 years, and people have talked about sporting infrastructure. This year in the last 8 years, sports infrastructure. After the African Games, used to bet in the house. The amount of money man and the University of Ghana Sports Stadium and the Games Villager Legon Horse or no. The amount of money these are things every Ghanaians attention here. So if I think that they have a blueprint. Okay, one, Babayara Accra Sports Stadium. We have to make sure that it has to be the modern standard. Cote d'Ivoire the modern standard in Nigeria the modern standard that Morocco for whenever Black Stars is playing any World Cup qualifiers, AFCON qualifiers, MCON last minute, say we close pitch down for 1 week. They fertilizers, any paint, can you pitch and send a calf. Prove pitch no. If we are able to put all these things in place, your national team, the sports minister, and the Ghana Football Association, they put things in place, especially for the national teams. You have any black queens, any black men, anytime they've been complaining about their winning bonuses. The black challenge, they've been complaining, saying Yomoko African Games tournament boy, the people are competing for us in the Olympic Games. All these people they've been complaining, and it shouldn't be about Black Stars. So if they have a clear policy, they have a clear planner or somebody or manifesto, if they have it, whoever comes on board shouldn't go a different direction or a different road. They should make sure that, say, even a Vincent Kana, President Magas, I'm a sports minister, there should be a plan, there should be a committee, there should be people who are going to support. And I know that the chief director now, the sports ministry, I think about in the third year, he's somebody that I think that he's very serious, he's very competent. If we need the right person to work with, things will be smooth. The sports ministry, I mean, the people working there, people are whoever they are going to work under, they will try their possible best to help the sports minister. So with the names I mentioned here, the three people are Mimi Phyllis on my account. Then I think if Obama, Sadiq Adams, and Jan Pofuankra, with the experience they've had in the sports media landscape for over a decade, in Juma kind of research, if they are able to also get that position or being part of whatever the committee that's a your plan, at least we have to be a plan. Whatever Morocco for any Saudi for any year. It was a clear plan that Saudi, when Qatar for hosting, they need us. Your mind say we have to host the World Cup the next 8 years, the next 16, the next 30 years. So whatever they did, they say, Omu invest this guy in sports. Both the boxing bout, no, this guy be brakushim. Now Alexander Usyk, ni we yakwako boss, yakwako Saudi, investing money, paying huge sums of money to footballers at Omoko retirement. Right now, the Saudi league attracting young players. So it was a deliberate attempt. It was a long-term plan. Say next 30 years, next 16 years, next 26 years, we will be able to host the World Cup. So once we have the blueprint,
okay,
now roadmap in Bibiana list over. I think that things might be in place for whoever they appoint. But then with me, I think that my top three, Kobna, Stuttgart, Van der Poel, and Nana Yamponsa, any Sadik Yampofankra, Benunu Mensa, all these, I mean, 6 people, any of them. Okay. If for moving, I think that I'll be very happy about it.
Yeah, I'm quite no way because matches maybe maybe I know my starting and no. You can quite net enough. You may rare weekends, dear, maybe you do 2 boat tour near be rare weekends, the enemy. Nafi, Omo no more to me, I jot it a year and down. I be able to me acquainted. Yeah, uncle.
Okay, list to and Nadia, you say German Bundesliga no Omo Babak. And then the first game war between Dortmund and Bayern Leverkusen. Now, here game be I think a good game, especially to welcome the German Bundesliga back. Usha, this game no, on my last meetings, Dortmund to me, it's me fan who pa. Usha or kuta these 2 teams are. Any Usha we form guy that are coming into this game and could be a because Leverkusen winning because in their last 5 games no meet me winning na and a Dortmund the last 5 games no enkoye with 1 win and 1 defeat and a draw in Kwa. But Leverkusen this season a chess after almost end this almost beating run their games are they go in they find it difficult to pick points. But so their last visit in 5 games or Dortmund home and Leverkusen are picking 1 win per. On this particular game no say obi come MYBET.AFRICA a day America chain is a Bundesliga games there goes back into to avoid maybe going for a side and maybe a bet tiafa so there 1.5 over 2.5 there go likely say a ball in this particular game. Make sure say a very exciting game because mostly it's a Bundesliga no echo break and maybe move international break but ana 2 teams itai share sana air goes tie ba into 1.5 go over 2.5 and so you likely say a ball in this game. The next game I mentioned Lazio any Como and so mobile. In their last 3 meetings or Meshia in official games the Lazio etimi apiki victory. But the bakwa Lazio this season bomb your fixtures are feel say Lazio be Como akwa for the victory no. Mostly no makwa lose and no makwa draw. This is a very good game Emma Lazio especially coming from a defeat against Roma 2-0. Within the first half, I think first 30 minutes, no man consider those 2 goals. So main team and Betty and a game need the co area. So if you come so come qua away and the performance in your crack. Bene ought nini na come Lazio. I say upe say uko a straight win for Lazio. MYBET.AFRICA me check in and I'm 1.99. Odds ni musu ye pa likely say goals in so beba so Lazio to win and over 1.5 and so likely say bebo. The next game I measure Aston Villa and West Ham. Ye name say West Ham Apamu Lopetegi ACC Graham Potter and aba befa team no. Ye name say new manager bounce there adeba could be a TC especially in manager in the first game. Graham Potter so any coaching career on your bad coach sir Chelsea na nyame team beto 2 year. This game be very difficult game on Villa. Those West Ham a team your mushe goes Villa and so goes and a Villa tie concede. A FA Cup game with FA Cup games in the mostly no clubs nation so bit much more goals are qualify into with this game we my last previous 4 games are 1.5 yard there tie ball those Villa it's my picky 2 wins in their last 4 but with this game because of a new manager bounce need to make for a 1.5 or 2.5 so upe a bit make a handicap of 2 and so we find West Ham to win this game. The last game I measure we settle the Vigo any Rayo game no.
Yeah.
Game where game be and also be a Spanish La Liga for this week. But the back game where a man here say with these 2 teams no, on my last 2 meetings on Mushia no 0-0 na yo motaibo. On bit ma chichiri game na bo 0-0. Na Ushe Rayo home on my last 3 meetings on Mushia from 2021 to data 0-0 are in 3 different fixtures. So this game no Usha odds ni nyinaa ekoma Rayo to pick the victory because of the form omukuta this season. Celta de Vigo on the other hand nso kuta similar stronger form into this game. So this game enye mo say be into a full-time draw. Maybe a 1-1 or a 0-0 happening. But I think say open a good option or the safest option it's either a handicap for Rayo or a handicap for Celta de Vigo. A handicap of 2 for any of them will likely play because this game the highest score line abemu 2-0 eba last in 2020 na a comma Celta de Vigo by any uniform kuta Rayo home this season. So this is one fixture say me kwa I would go for a handicap. My member bought me games neso ene with enemy kuta 5 odds yeah they ma ahwe for so any omo so betima for Friday the ultimate physical Friday and now nim say ura weekend no ma o bet hihye no echo enim ye because enyama timi tuto ye nti mehwe Monaco game omo boy na Monaco win or draw 1.5 so any can bet builder ema kwan ma timi this selections Lazio game no enso ewo ha na Dortmund game am kan 1.5 no na Aston Villa so 1.5 na Rayo ni Celta de Vigo game na me boss so handicap of 2 ema Rayo to pick the win. Code no VTMY. So with this selections amaboboso no ukoma MYBET.AFRICA na obo code no VTMY unso ebetimi etwa beti listo.
Okay yanko odi na afi
yeah listo and the games no na me shame na I think there are lots of interesting games you had my ebekoso osha Aston Villa and West Ham boy and this game is the first time two teams sometimes with the omujesi check I am a bit confused share that claret and blue no or England or money Burnley. I think these are the 3 teams on share started and then you see England this is the first time Omushia in the FA Cup history since 1980 West Ham Kokoji tournament and West Ham Ebamu both end of the pitch which are Nemo Edin Amomo Power coach Julian Lopetegui and then Graham Potter but Graham Potter will not be the manager on the touchline maybe and then maybe in the Premier League on Bishia next week Aston Villa and you see Aston Villa for extending home run to 10 games after almost Leicester City 2-1 Villa Park and Villa Park akwa venue a na heading here pass some teams a bit makwa pick points. I don't see this West Ham team so meet me because say upset for Aston Villa in as much as Aston Villa anywhere tough one they know that winning the FA Cup and winning the FA Cup there a bit me abone ye pa I mean it's a silverware that he really wants to win and West Ham so team bia whenever they meet Aston Villa sometimes I know game but I don't see say it's going to be an easy game for team and the West Ham especially omukako bobo no Villa Park check previous 5 games as well for I mean West Ham akwakunya a shocking victory over Villa Park in 2021 okoshare Aston Villa 4-1 I think that game no Abranta and they decline Rice Pablo Fornals and Jared Bominoko goal. I mean it was Premier League game and another one some Sanso Koshe in 2021 now so was a Premier League game be Mama Sanso Ekoshe since then West Ham Villa Park behind or but whoop one of the teams are Villa Park Shoki Aston Villa West Ham. It's going to be an interesting game but then I don't see Aston Villa losing this game, especially extending a more unbeaten run Villa Park to 10 games. I'll go in for a double chance for Aston Villa. Ucheke West Ham. So the last games are so far about this season. Both teams to score. West Ham games now both teams to score. More end time keep clean sheet. The only time they kept clean sheet more last 8 games or more boy was against Southampton. Share Southampton just 1-0. Since then, all of them games from and the both teams to score now, they end up conceding a goal. So it's going to be an interesting game. So both teams to score highly possible in this game, and over 1.5 goals in this game. Aston Villa this season almost average 7.5 corners per game. So I'll go in for over 8.5 corners in this game. We'll check it those teams now. Aston Villa and West Ham Isu flanks no more. Mohamed Kudus, Jared Bowen, any Samavi, they have sharp wingers. They like to cross, they like to find more attackers, 4 o'clock, any whoever is going to lead the line. We should expect a lot of corners in this game. So over 1.5 goals, both teams to score. Aston Villa double chance, and over 8.5 corners in that game. Lazio Enukomo Bebo. Lazio Elizu 2-0 to Roma. Ewa Derby della Capitale, no. And on Sunday, and the third defeat across almost 6 games so far in the Serie A this season, and it's going to be an interesting game for Mwasha Kumo for no. They've been fantastic. Serie A no. How Sex Fabregas or your coach Pesombono, he's trying to get the team to play that game, but I mean, I check here. Almost last 5 games list, they've lost just one. That is Como. That is that 2-0 lose to Inter Milan. Since then, they won 2-0 against Lecce. They won 2-0 against AS Roma. Played 2-2 draw. Venezia. Money Monza was 0-0. And I think the last time they lost 2 was against Fiorentina. So almost this season, Aqua on and off. But in fact, this season away, in fact, almost last 6 games, any away game and what check Lazio so Alusu Atwaso. And the last 5 games, we lose 2, or win 2, and our draw 1. In terms of say Lazio elbow home, in last almost 20 games, just one team pay, and I can share Lazio home, which is Inter Milan. Or question that shocking 6-0. You see, if there is going to be a team, say upsets, Lazio home, definitely it's not going to be Como. So I see over 1.5 goals. Was a game for check it. Lazio last games last almost 20 games Homa Ningina. I think the last time or ball under 1.5 was in 2024, which was a whereby somewhere match on Verona or sharing 1-0, and since then the only time or also ball under 1.5 was the Europa League only Ludogorets ball 0-0. So mostly Homa over 1.5 a table year pass. So I'm going for Lazio win or draw over 1.5 and over 8.5 corners. Lazio see a team at least over this season or average 7.5 corners per game, and how Como for ST up no, they also play a lot of corners. So I'm expecting over 8.5 corners in that game. You see, there's going to be a big match. The Bundesliga this Borussia Dortmund and Leipzig. But at least one interesting thing about the games since 2005 ever, Dortmund in you see the first game in the league. Say yes in New Year now over the first game in the first league game in the New Year on Lusu. Or my ball 20 games. We're winning 15. And I draw 5. And it's a list out of these 20 games, they move 3 against the opponent and the which is Leipzig. Dortmund are winning 1 since 2005. Are winning 1 against Leverkusen. Dortmund. Leverkusen in the new year no, since 2005. Almost shot 3 times. Nina are winning back. And I'm about draw 2. So whenever Dortmund is playing against any team, the first game in the new year on Lusu and Mu 20 no on Leverkusen about list all Dortmund were just 2 Bundesliga side last season. I went to Lusu to buying Leverkusen. Because you know Leverkusen last season or G League or competing in the Bundesliga, and you see the only 2 teams per and avoided defeat in both legs to Leverkusen. That was Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. And Osha head to head against or winning 6 and our draw 2, especially at home in recent times. And you see, Dortmund a good record against Leverkusen. It was Signal Iduna Park across almost last 9 games. List to Amabo. It was home. Dortmund are winning 7, but draw 1, and we lose just once. Almost last 9 games against Leverkusen. It was Signal Iduna Park. Leverkusen for the list to right now. Petima. Evo Europe for me pa almost last 8 games list to winning in 6, 5 in the Bundesliga and 3 so Europe. It's going to be an interesting game, but we check it. Borussia Dortmund home record was Signal Iduna Park at the last time. It's like I said, if Dortmund is playing home, Mijini the same team especially recently, and I say of course say our record no Basa ebe share no and Nema Bebrina say, but since then, if Dortmund was Signal Iduna Park, only few teams per and a tackle show. Among times, in fact, almost last 20 games and 20 games on board was Signal Iduna Park. Only Barcelona penny team show 3-2. I don't see Leverkusen causing an upset. Signal Iduna Park. Because of the kind of record that Dortmund away were home, and it's been the new year that hot starts now. When you can say, yeah, Bomo first game in the new year, no. The last 20 games they haven't lost any of these games. It's going to be an interesting game, but this game I see a full-time draw. But then if there is any team who is going to win because of the venue now, it's going to be Dortmund. So maybe a double win or draw for Dortmund. This game, Leverkusen definitely they will find ways and means to score. Dortmund is also finding ways and means to score. Both teams to score highly possible, over 2.5 goals. And so highly possible in this game. So there's I think 3 options and I'm selecting this game: win or draw for Dortmund, over 2.5 both teams to score, and I'll bet me so over 2.5 bookings in the game. Dortmund this season or more average 3 yellow cards per game. To bet me over 2.5 bookings this game. So these are the options I measure I made my man for Aston Villa West Ham. Double chance for Aston Villa, 1.5 goals in this game, and over 8.5 corners. Lazio Como, double chance for Lazio, over 1.5 goals, and over 8.5 corners. Dortmund win or draw, over 2.5, and both team to score. So these are and matches are listed. Measure fa code no. We options I made my man for me come and bet no. Lot of options with my the game changer belt builder. It is these 3 games, all these options are matching the amount will be a 3-3-3-2. So let's say with me and your 3 games with a 9 belt builder options are also with me after we edit and next slips no daily chops no game amefa Borussia Dortmund any Bayern Leverkusen game no. I think we got double chance for Borussia Dortmund and over 1.5 goals in this game. Monaco game no, and so double chance for Monaco. Lazio game no, so straight win for Lazio. Aston Villa West Ham over 1.5. Dortmund win or draw in over 1.5. Monaco win or draw and it's my Eddie Lille. So straight win or draw into 5 games. Aston Villa West Ham over 1.5. Lazio win, Dortmund win or draw and over 1.5. and no belt to be that option. Monaco win or draw and Lille win or draw. Code no 1TMY 1TMY. No the daily chops for Nyamiadwa any games in this.
Okay, right. I mean comedy in fast na me was na fi me share weekend way there no matches no. The crucial matches, FA Cup games, and the way. Media no Petrojet FC. Oko Egyptian League ni ma. Omune EP club enable Petrojet win or draw. LAN FC versus Clifton Valley FC. LAN FC win or draw. Rayo Vallecano ne Celta Vigo over 1.5. Lazio ni Como over 1.5. Borussia Dortmund ne Leverkusen over 2.5. Sa option or win or over 2.5 or okay, win or over 2.5. yes. And Nantes and Monaco so no. Monaco win or over 2.5. Oze ni Lille Metropole over 1.5. Aston Villa ni West Ham over 1.5. Ena versus Al Shabab Al Ali Dubai over 1.5. And this is the odds. Almost 10 odds. Almost 10. You know. Me the 10 odds na there at the aba. It's Mumiako weekend games in I think Bundesliga returning after the break after no mobile. Italian Serie A bet also. AC Milan after winning a year the Super Copa no. They are coming to face a year Larry. Which a year Real Madrid. Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid no Osasuna na Mallorca. Omni Osasuna. So much, you know, I fear. Let's go. I team, no, as a cat team, no, I don't trust them. But Omo match in there. Barca so be Madrid be ball. Omo be El Clasico na Sana. Super Copa Espana. Yes. Yeah. Super Copa Espana. Ohianti omo de akosa de ball yinim. Ashuri. Inti the whole FA Cup. Now the FA Cup, and I don't think that there is any match be a year. Man United ni Arsenal, yeah. And a ball on. So
my FA Cup games, weekend way games in there. So sha emuda ho, especially we FA Cup games na big teams ni na be shesha nkwala na. Yeah, 2.5 ni to win 2.5 there. Anu e dey o. But menhwe matches 2 ewo ho. Mehwe Chelsea game obo. I think game we have a good time for Chelsea and Enzo Maresca because Omoko 4 games without a victory, 4 games with just 2 goals scored. I think we be reviving time eso mutimidio mahuodini na it me pick the maximum point with a huge scoreline. Na going into the league, I'm on Bournemouth, but Bournemouth I call 8 games straight without no losing. I don't know my record on me. I think last time on me I was in 2002. In today's a big game for Chelsea and a big game for Enzo Maresca to also try different plans because you know who say it do baby now it say teams na ba be who Chelsea ball no and na home ye, but I think it's a good game as a Chelsea. It may pick the maximum. It say me come and bet there as a game no Chelsea winning over 2.5 there and now meche team no one go with Chelsea to win your option and mefa AC Milan any Cagliari send your boss you name him say AC Milan surprise and ye pa against Inter Milan no be him say with Inter Milan going 2 goals up no AC Milan beat my betete but AC Milan a chess ampa coach odio menim no ebe bo mama meet me read the European competition in this year on bet Mark qualify for the European competition their game against Cagliari I'm not seeing Cagliari going to Milan to get a point there be AC Milan with the form on match even in the game against Inter Milan I think a boost your form ye pa they will go into this game with a full victory. I'm seeing AC Milan to win and over 1.5 in this particular game. The next game I think this weekend the most exciting games are also Arsenal vs Man United and Real Madrid and Barcelona. With Arsenal and Man United, so Man United for a team show just 50% or 40% of ball mobile against Liverpool now. Beat match Arsenal team because Arsenal team no say ababe yemfa ade enhye bibi yemfa ade enhye we na player we na say Arsenal fans ni there as Arteta kwa ho ya afno because who said there is no like blueprint on what he really wants to achieve. I said season we be he's being so defensive season we be near the corners ne nyama na EP games na bodak art ne nyama so there's a game Man United as a Man United team coin if they were Ruben Amorim so prove BBR because in their last 5 games only lose 4 ultimately pick a draw against Liverpool. I think it was a restart for them. Now say a restart in the first test against Arsenal so they need to show something. This game a game be mostly say Arsenal go home in a cup game United in Timium. So it's something similar to the Liverpool game. Now United echo Anfield be or so this is also a good game. But I'm seeing a 1.5 for both teams to score as the likeliest option at Mefa for this particular game because United can go off on a day. But if United are showing say yes, they would perform they can go in and beat Arsenal. Seseni who say Newcastle and Seni who send your Tottenham to me pick up themselves up to me beat Liverpool. Maybe United is to beat Marco the same thing with the Real Madrid Barcelona game because I think a cup game so say can Rebecca say in Shishaye no to me to nyama man painful to me to nyama me nya this particular fixture I enko ball Saudi because I think say maybe in Kekoye Bilbao ne Mallorca game was Saudi inka with Eniji or the four around the game ne nye kesiet sese ne Real Madrid ne Barcelona. But this game a big game Parma Real Madrid is a big revenge mom after going 4-0 again like Barcelona show 4-0. There's a time as a Real Madrid team defeated Barcelona showing say ampa shemo the AJ Cup. And you say we are more sharing the AJ 3 points but shemo the AJ Cup. But Barcelona and so say in 2025 they've revived their form. We won the game against Bilbao. Nobody was expecting that Barcelona can even go 2 goals up. At least a 1-1.
But with the kind of chances that they conceded against Bilbao, if they are going to concede the same chances against Real Madrid, would they survive?
They wouldn't survive. And then come back Boston because reviving Barcelona and who say Barcelona going forward, those say they are missing a lot of chances up front. Okay. Defensively, they are making little errors. Him said they were trying to use the high line to avoid teams from pressing them. But Sisi Anababe said the high line thing teams their last game against Real Madrid tried this high line. They were able to catch Mbappe on 8 offsides. So I think Ancelotti going into this game will be prepared. This game, Ancelotti Bernard said they will be able to breach Barcelona. Who games against Leganes and they also say that these teams have been able to breach this high line. So this game will be an exciting game. One thing about this fixture is anytime these two teams be shower, that is the Super Copa games, go to me see. And a scoreline it be so in their last 5 games you are seeing in a Super Cup we are seeing at least over 3.5 goals into so become MYBET.AFRICA option back am the better chance on fan to game weekend where this game likely goal would happen and we are going to see over 3.5 goals in this particular game. Into so they can bet one bet me the way I can either you are picking goal over 2.5 over 3.5. Okay. Atletico Madrid and Sunni Osasuna this weekend. Atletico Madrid at say no mushe goals here but who say in their last few games 90 goals near Yakofem. And then the questions be back in a game against Osasuna because in himself Osasuna a team bia e ba La Liga no mo ha adwen ye papa ono hia kesefo na e no bobo o hia nketwa ne dia na ndi wo yineni but say this season uyi Nottingham Forest in top European 5 leagues team of form papa Atletico Madrid in their last 5 games so ma pick 5 wins, 1 ball draw cry. Now udeti back ekwa. The last time Atletico Madrid they lose a game in La Liga was against Betis. Betis share 1-0. Now sa game no, semi-mature time on ball now was 27th September. No, I think 27th October and on board that particular game. After that, Obepiki defeat against Lee or the Champions League. After that 27th October game, no be men 2025 Atletico winning kwa. Tosha Atletico form now so green sa. But these two teams Asia last time Osasuna visited Atletico Madrid no question 4-1. Into this game say kwa no ahwe hu ye. Osasuna senior me boss no o company for ni fear o tai ko ha adwen ye. But this fixture mostly na the goals ba. Into so person will avoid any upsetter. I think over 1.5 likely say bebo because in their last 5 meetings no then Atletico shegu Osasuna and Sutimi shegu. Say Atletico shegu so no Osasuna and Shebia meaning say Atletico sheni 3-0 or 2-0. Ni na highlight over 1.5 so over 1.5 option I make in this game. Atletico win or draw so option in so because of their form omukuta and I think win or draw be the safest option will be a bet this weekend. Atletico Chiobefa. There are other games of course Liverpool mobile, Manchester City mobile. Send me kind EFL no dey would any hwemu ye pa na list over 2.5 the weekend we be bo ho ye. Ansa na me di be koso. Indra TikTok in same CC wo papa na mpese mboso kakra. Indra video on bet selection now my no. Yeah. TikTok in same CC wo ye papa na video on wo bet selection na Rangers ama na nko ye no sa video ne nko a enya 29,000 views ewo na comment ni dia say obi a ne wo musu ye baako Rangers go baako sa ena anko ye ba nkofo nso kan say Rangers ya de bi o me hu say this is Rangers e bo investors abro ye papa ntino nkofo bebre futu ana mo de ma wo say next time yen hwe Rangers ni ye
okay
say ye hwe ani ahwe Rangers right. The next post o editorial on Ket eno nso timi nya 10,000 views wo ho eno nso comment nkofo bebre ni o sideline say na hu hia say okoho nti I think bebre so ka say waka o asem bebre de mo comment na waka o asem amom because ade do mo boso and I come on nti TikTok ni de e koso ye obi o ho a onimpo say your TikTok handle like Sports Arena GH follow now so share or comment ebedu baby you be read the comment am be share say na e be bomudi na mo so hu say ampa o contribution na wo dey ma no yenso ehu e na ye den Telegram ni so koso nti say won join ya join ya no so asaka de beto so Sports Arena ubo Sports Arena na bo so football basketball e na the American football so da ho link ni so da ho a o share link na obeti media join group no code ni de to de bia miensa 4 ye de gu ho ukwa senya undra o chain udi 50 200 cedi 50 at the end of the day no 200 now the shame di obenya ne mfa so a obetimi e de aye inyama ba ku mienu bi nti this weekend ye hwe say betima fanti join in wo Telegram wo Saturday at the bet beto Sunday nso at the bet beto senya ye mba show no during that time no bet be available ha
very crucial say e was amanfo bebre
join
you need to join na fe bibia ntumi ye de enko eye e wo honum aha nti right nti ye da say wo de feedback na to me there aba the next step near the
yenhwe education nso kakra ye nenim say my bet nso amayate say this weekend there one ye hwe kra ene games wo but there then say we di games no na ade asana akwakoda kakra na ndi we bi o phone about www.mybet.africa no afa aviator ho no esa na adwo e mu da ho inti my bet say bra na bebo aviator ene weekend we there fisika wa aviator enwumre no fisika ne sa na Saturday no na ebia kakra beto oboto ma okọ Telegram oni e de quote ni to a na nso de bia to so nti weekend we uti a o chile no na we discover MYBET.AFRICA de ba kwa MYBET person mo de mind this weekend ni say o ba aviator no o de o losses a unya wo mensuo MYBET say o losses no o ma o sand be ma o back nti MYBET a share percentage fefe to ho ama wa o ba aviator na wo lose ne nsuo Monday do a losses na o pick up during the aviator time almost at the very reward o back na wait me there to so I say wako investment o baby na akwa shegu na nipa na investment one ho so enso sanjiwe na sanfa to so send ye den ya obetima fiscal into weekend when na MYBET e dey mine am say bra bebo aviator u lose enso omo the percentage bi ataichi ama wa kakra Monday ubehu say credit to account ma obetimi mpodi aye live game and obetimi dey twa better na obetimi Sunday ru aviator ho asan kwa ko pesika ni bi account nti MYBET dey almost time bi omo dwen yen ho na omo dey nyama atoto akoe ma beboa yen ama yen sika enkokwa be ye den obetimi nya kakra nso aye den atu yen bodo
okay right nti no Vincent yen kona
my weekend games no this week Oko Premier League when I say England FA Cup there are a lot of games pese me hwemu yepa Birmingham one of the teams this season ultra mocha unsuka in terms of the League One game no mobono Murphy edikan with table as well they're in contention to qualify to the championship and very good for me yepa I mean in the FA Cup they won all their 2 games Lincoln City not nearby Bono so Lincoln City so winning 2 games and Birmingham last 6 games list or winning 3 twice and in the last 3 games about draw 2 and our winning back I mean that 2 draws nobody in teams are so 8 team qualify for the playoffs no for qualification so I mean this game in as much as that Birmingham wants to qualify for the championship, they might as well say be our coach and rest some of the players and now be bisa. But I mean the two sides have won very few games over recent weeks, so I don't think Birmingham will lose to Blackburn. I see maybe a straight draw or a double chance for Birmingham team. Another game measure Liverpool and Accrington Stanley FA Cup game. In as much as that Liverpool attention league, they might as well rest a lot of players. Nunes might play that small guy, more player, black guy. They will play a lot of young players in this team, but I don't see. I mean, Accrington Stanley, some about Anfield, pick. I mean, a lot of points. Why is a slot be rotated? A lot of players heavily. This game, you might see a lot of academy play. A 2-1 victory, a 3-1 victory for Leicester City. Highly possible. It was that game. Another game, make sure a Bournemouth, Brentford, any Plymouth Agile. So that team, Ghana ni player Michael Bedu akwa join your. But you see, your starting season, Brentford started season very well. They've been scoring goals for fun, but much of eliki but you check here. Brentford last 6 games, list or 5 games without a win. We can win in a onya. I mean a victory. See, Brentford and no season we know. Manchester and a Plymouth. They're in a fantastic form, winning the FA Cup and in this knockout stage near the but despite least for squad depth, and even if any heavy rotation, I think that they can have a still good players on meeting match with Harrogate Town for now. So maybe a 3-1, 2-1, 4-1 victory for Leeds over this game. So highly possible. AC Milan Nick Cagliari after winning against arch rivals Inter Milan in the Italian the Super Coppa Italia was a victory. Coming back home to their home fans, Nick Cagliari it should be a victory. I beat me. In fact, Cagliari in the Serie A, last 6 games in the Serie A, I'm winning just 2 and I'm losing 4. AC Milan for straight win for AC Milan over 1.5 goals in that game as well. Ajax a team in fact in the Eredivisie, since last season, this season they've been putting up an impressive performance this season. Last 6 games in the Eredivisie, they've lost just 1, so more lose to win 2 at once. So by then team on the Bayern team and the RKC Waalwijk he's in the Eredivisie in the last 6 games, so young win in young PK a single victory despite say Ajax for dropping point in the run into the end of 2024 and IS for having excellent home grounds near Palma dominated the entire first half season, and it's going to be interesting in the last 12 top flight matches against RKC Waalwijk for now. We feel that it's going to be a fairy tale for IS for team, so I'll go in for a 2-1 3-1 victory for IS this weekend. PSV hand off in any AZ Alkmaar a game both teams last 6 games in the Eredivisie I win and lose just 1 games. In fact, AZ Alkmaar were winning 5 games at Twaso in the Eredivisie. Ucheki PSV or winning 4 Twaso. He lost in the last weekend on that emphatic victory now. On coming up against Alkmaar will be an interesting game, but especially while AZ for end 2024 with the perfect. I don't see especially on the home grounds AZ Alkmaar bet any upset, so I'm going for a double chance for PSV over 1.5 and both team to score in that game as well. Real Madrid and Barcelona in the Super Copa España or Saudi Arabia. It's going to be an interesting game. In fact, Barcelona and Shada and gather a momentum very well. My last 6 games in all competition, more lose 2, they won 3 and I'm winning just 1. Madrid on the other hand, in across all competition, I'm winning 5 games out of the 6 games. I'm about draw. With form guide, Madrid is ahead of Barcelona and Barca team, but I see with the current form and how Madrid have their full squad now. I think that if there is any team winning this game, it should be Real Madrid. So I'll go in for double chance for Real Madrid in this game. Both teams to score highly possible. Bayern Munich and Borussia Mönchengladbach, and so about this game, a game, the likely team to win as usual will be Bayern Munich. As usual, I'll check it. Bayern Munich in the last 5 games about least we're winning 4 and we'll lose 1 game. In fact, in the last 5 games, no, both teams to score 4 matches, both teams to score a boy. So in as much as I said this season, Bayern Munich share a lot of goals. No, any team be share the biano, but no, a team consider go. Check it. Borussia Mönchengladbach. As far as both teams to score, concern in the game. In the last 5 games, both teams to score about between Borussia Mönchengladbach. So checking the both teams to score record these 2 teams in the last 10 games, it means that Borussia Mönchengladbach about 5 both teams to score in the last 5, and Bayern Munich about 4 both teams to score games on the last 5 games. So in this game, I see Bayern Munich winning, so maybe a double chance for Bayern Munich, both teams to score and over 2.5 goals in that game. Juventus any Torino, it should be an interesting game, but I mean Juventus are winning just 2 games or more last 2 games, 5 games on about and about draw 2 and more just once. It's going to be an interesting game, but Torino so in the last 5 games, so I winning just 1, a more 3 ending a draw, and also a lose 1. I don't see Juventus losing this game. A double chance for Juventus over 1.5 goals in that game. Atlanta any within this area, it's going to be an interesting game. Atlanta form this season, this game player to score. Ademola Lookman and Branton Eddie Matthew Rotegui, so a player bet go Atlanta likely somewhere winning every game be mobile, both teams to score over 2.5 goals. So I see maybe a 3-1 2-1 victory for Atlanta game. I think the last game I will look into Olympiacos Bebo game. Olympiacos ni Olympiacos ni team and the Aris Saloniki Bebo. Olympiacos form this season in fact Ochoa on fan show class. So I think that Olympiacos straight win for Olympiacos, so highly possible in that game. So these are some of the picks at least of my picking for the weekend games on the Sports Arena on Telegram. So we want someone for the be joining one for joining no.
Yeah, they need to join. Yes. I won't join in Nafi. One more call TikTok so Sports Arena GH. Also bibia be to makoyi na bibia na ukwa na why there or follow page no. Me so me matches are made by me take a few matches. Napoli ne Verona. Napoli home win. PSG home win. That's PSG home win. Galatasaray go away. Galatasaray to score 2 goals. Atletico Madrid ne Osasuna over 1.5. Crystal Palace and Stockport County FC. Crystal Palace home win. Inter Milan ne Venezia. Inter Milan away win. AC Milan and Cagliari. AC Milan home win. Ajax and RKC and Elbo. Ajax home to score 2 goals. Real Betis ne Valladolid. Real Betis away go. Brentford and Plymouth. Brentford home win. Chelsea and Morecambe. Chelsea first half over 0.5. Wolves and Bristol City. Wolves away go. Yes. Matches are me fan. Means I'm boss biem. Napoli Verona, Napoli home win. PSG home win. Galatasaray to score 2 goals. Atletico Madrid over 1.5. Crystal Palace home win. Inter Milan away win. AC Milan home win. Ajax to score 2. Real Betis away goal. Brentford home win. Chelsea first half 0.5. And Wolves away goal. Atlanta match in over 1.5. Yes, this is me media no. Enti yebeye we no na ye the code no ato ye page ho. Ye the code no beto ye page ho. Ti wo modi an join Telegram group Telegram modern na join the Telegram sports arena Telegram sports arena Telegram and I call TikToker sports arena GH I mean aduma Monday besaba but making sure say group ni there be ya nemo edinsa wo so ho ye nemo edinsa wo so na bibia tumi akoye me the list ote Benedict nka saso na ote Vincent nka nyame aduma na ya entiapo nyame aduma Monday ye bese hia no se asaka na owo machine echi ti se bibia nkoye ono a bibia nkoye ono a ote kwaku nka saso na yes otim se kojo sugar ai kojo ai pesamika dini
kojo virus
yes kojo virus hwe se oni 36 amuso mu de anwa mu bi sisunti hwe se bibia ye okay a ye kezi ye pon aka kezi nyame adoma ye be se shaman de makramo